Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial. So today we'll be doing a dress with ruffle at the hem. So this is my starting point. Let's get right into the video. So this is my starting point. So from here I'll take the to the bust point. The bust point is 9. Then I have my under bust as 15. Then I have my the waist to hip is 9. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I have 24. So I'm going to add 3 inches to this. That's 1 inch for seam allowance. Then I want to extend it. I don't want it to stop at the hip line, so I'm going to be marking 27. So I'll connect this to a straight line. I've connected everything to a straight line. So from the shoulder to the chest line is 7.5. So because I'll be adding 1 inch for slope, so I'll be adding it here. Then I have 8.5. So I'll connect this to. So the shoulder I'm working with is 15. 15 divided by 2, that's 7.5. I'm not going to be adding seam allowance because the dress is armless, does not have sleeve. I'm still going to reduce this. So that's 7.5. I'll mark it here as well. I'll connect to straight line. So for the front, I'm going to do 3 inches, then 1 inch slope here. Then I'll connect this. So I'll be using this to cut the back. So I'll just take the back neckline. I'll be doing 1 inch. Then for the front, I'll be doing 3 inches. The dress is high neck. Oh, am I sure? So I'll connect it. We're adding seam allowance here, 1/2 inch. So now our nipple to nipple is 4 inches. So 4 inches plus 1/2 inches. Sorry, 4 plus half an inch. I'll come to my hip. This is my hip line. I'll take that 4.5 as well. I'll connect to a straight line. Then on my waistline here, I'll take 1/2 inch on both sides. This is 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. I'll come down by 1 inch. Then on this hip, I'll go up by 2 inches. So I'll connect like this. This might chop. I don't know. This side is somehow. So this is my hip. So the dress is really fitted on the bust line. So bust is 36. 36 divided by 4. I have 9. So I'll be adding 1/2 inch ease. So that's 9.5. So let me add I'll be adding seam allowance of 1.5. So now let me connect but let me continue. Let's leave that aside. On the waist, our waist is 32 divided by 32.5 divided by 4. I have 8.1, approximately 8.2. So I'll just approximate it to 8.2. So that 8.2, I'll just mark the 8.2. Then I had 1 inch for that. Then I'll add 1.5 for ease. Okay, sorry, let me add 2 because I want the waist to be a bit free too. That's I'll be adding 2 inches. That is 1/2 inch for ease. You know, I added ease to this place, so 1/2 here, then 1.5. So I'll connect like this. Then on my hip, the hip is 40. 40 divided by 4, I have 10. Then I'll be adding extra 5 inches to it. That is 4 inches allowance and freeness. Then 1 inch for 1.5 for seam allowance. I'll extend it here. So this same line, I'll just take it down. So from here, I'll just take it. Do we see what we have? So this one, I'll extend it to the chest line. Like I said, the armhole was shorter, so I still need to come in by 1 inch. You know I'm going to be joining it. So after joining half an inch, how many did I have? I have 3.5 here left. So by the time I take half an inch for joining, half here, so I'll be left with 2.5. So it's okay. I'll come in by 1. So the original bust is 9 inches. So I'll just connect from this one. From this one I went inward. I'll connect it to the original bust. So this is going to be my front and the back. So I'll cut it out. Okay, sorry, my bust that. So I'm going to come down by 2 inches here. Remember that we use 27 for the whole length. Put that in at the back of your mind. So here again, I will go away by, from the bust point, I'll go away by 1 inch. So I'll connect these 2 inches here. I'll connect it to this. This is my side, my bust that. So then on this bust, I took 2 inches. So I'll come in the midpoint and I'll take like half an inch. So this is half an inch. I'll just connect like this, so that when I'm cutting, when I'm joining it, this side won't be shorter than this side. So I'll just trace like this. I'll cut it out. Remember, I'm cutting out the front neckline first. Place my front on my back. So the only thing I'll be doing, I've added my seam allowance, so you can do whatever works for you. So on this my waistline, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect back to the head of this piece. That's the neckline. Then I'll connect it back to the hip. This is my hip line. So I'll just connect it like this. So that's the only thing I'm doing to this back. So then this 0.5, I like to put it back. I like to return it. So 0.5. So I'll return it. I'll just return it back to this place. Then to my hip, you know, this is the A line, that's why it's looking like this. So I'll return it back. So I'll just cut it out. Cut the neck. So remember we had the 2 inch for bust that. I don't want it to be confusing for the beginner, so that's why I did not remove it here. So remember the length for our front is 27 inches. So 27 minus 2, because if I did not reduce it, by the time I take this and I join it, this piece is going to be lower, so I have to reduce it. So I'm going to be reducing 2 inches. So I'll just take it from here. So do you see that it matches up? So I'm going to notch this place. Perfect. So I'm going to transfer the dart to front and the back. So it's always easier if I just use pin like this. So for your back dart, you can get to the bust point. It doesn't matter. So, but I'll use this one to mark the other side of this. That's the other side of the front. Then I'll put it back here. Make sure that the shoulder joint matches. Everywhere matches. So then I'll put it here. I'll put it to the chest line, so I can use it to mark this one. Then that's for the back. Only the back. Come on, I can still see it, but it has removed. I can see it. Do you see? So that's for the upper part. Then for the waist, just hold it like this. Mark it here, so it will reflect on both sides. Then mark it at the back. So while you're holding it here, just mark this one too. Mark this one too. So that's why I transfer that. So also this one, transfer it here. Then already will transfer it here. So that's all. So I'll just take it away. So you can see that I have my lines here. So all I'll just do is connect. So I also do the same thing. I'll also do the same thing. I already notched it, so yeah. I'll just do the same thing for my bust dart. Then this one too. Transfer my back, my bust dart as well, and my dart. So I'll just cut out the neckline for the front. That's 3 inches. And that's all. So I'll cut a bias. Let me cut a bias. My fabric has been placed diagonally. So like this, see. The fabric stretches like this. So I'll just take my ruler. This is like 1 inch, 1.2. So I'll just track like this. So this is what I will use to pipe the neck and also the hammock. See, stretches. So our circumference for this down part is 15. So 15 times 4, we're going to have 60. So remember, I'm still going to remove 1.5 seam allowance from here. So, but let's just say we have 60. So 60 times 3 or times 2, depending on how full your fabric is. But I like to go for 3. So I'll cut it. The length of the dress is 40. So since that one is 27, 27 minus 40. That's 40 minus 27. So I have 13. So I'll be cutting 15 because I'm going to hem 1 inch on the upper part. Then this one, so I'll be taking half and half. So I'll be cutting 15. So I have 15 here. Then the length of this one, the width is 22 times 4, 22 and a half multiplied by 4 because the fabric is on fold. That's 90. So I'll be cutting 2 of this. And remember, the end line of that thing was 15. 15 times 4, we actually got 60. And I wanted to multiply the 60 times 3. That's 180. So I'll be cutting this twice. So that's after cutting this, I'll place it again and cut another one. All right. So I have it here. I'll be cutting another one because I'll be lining it. I'll turn it. So I'll be cutting another one. So I've told you I was going to turn this one. So I've turned it. See? So I've turned it. I left this place. So I'll just join it together and wait because I know this is excess. So I'm going to be having leftover. Then this one, I have turned the neckline with the bias. I've turned this one. Then I've turned the armhole as well. So I've started it. So this is it. I took 2 inches upward. Then I've emptied down part as well since I wasn't using lining. So this is what I did. From here, I'll just mark 2 inches here. I'll mark another 2 inches. And I'll mark another 2 inches. So these 2 inches here will meet up with this one. Then this one here will meet up with this one. So do you see? Then I'll make sure that I'm sewing on this line. Then I'll sew here. Then remember that I said this one was 2 inches upward, so it has to rhyme so that one side is not higher than the other. So that's all I did here. So I'll continue till I get to the end of it. Then I'll show you the final look of the dress. All right.